everyone, I'm Ms. Milkowski, the mathematician, and today we are going to evaluate a logarithmic expression. All right, so I have log base 8 of 2, okay? So let's think about this. I'm just gonna write it down here so I can see it, okay? And I know in previous videos in this series, I talked about, way 1 and way 2, and I realized after doing it more that they're really so similar that I'm not even gonna break it up anymore. I'll just comment on kind of how you get there. All right, so we need to evaluate this. This is a number, okay? And what is that number? So if you remember intuitively what a log is what it is, this equals the power that I need to raise 8 to get 2, all right? So it's the exponent, all right? So what power do I need to raise 8 to, so I can put x in as a placeholder, to get 2, all right? Now, just the way that I was doing is the other way was if you weren't able to just make this jump because you couldn't remember that, you can put x in as a placeholder here and then just rewrite it in exponential form and you will get directly to this step, okay? Awesome. All right. Now, some of you might know right away at this point that it's obviously 1/3, right? It's the cube root of 8 that will get you 2, and that's fantastic. If you're able to just say, x equals 1/3, that's great. But if you can't, if you're not sure, you don't know, that's okay too, all right? So let's pretend that you don't know that. Here's a strategy that will work all the time. Whenever you're doing math, and I always say, solving for a variable or something, get the bases the same. Anytime you're dealing with exponents and stuff, get the bases the same. Because if you can get the bases the same, you can set the exponents equal to each other, all right? So how can we get the bases the same? Well, 8 can be rewritten as 2 to the 3rd, okay? Now, I'm going to put a placeholder of a 1 in there because 2 we can write as 2 to the 1 because when we're setting exponents equal to each other, sometimes students think it's 0 or something because there's nothing there, but it's really 1, 2 to the 1, okay? Now, our properties of exponents tell us that we multiply these, okay? So it's 2 to the 3x, and that equals 2 to the 1st. Well, look at this. The bases are the same. That was the goal. We wanted to do this. That's great. So now we say, all right, well, if the bases are the same, the exponents must be equal. So that means that 3x must equal 1. And then if we're solving for x, we just divide both sides by 3. So x equals 1/3. So then your answer is 1/3. Remember, we're not going to write it as x equals 1/3 unless our teacher, wrote this as equals x, right? But most likely they won't. So then you just say, okay, so this just equals 1/3. Awesome. So there you go. Hey everyone, I'm Ms. Milkowski, the mathematician, and I hope you found that last video helpful. If you have any questions or if there are any topics you'd like to see me cover in future videos, definitely let me know in the comments below. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm going to leave you with the most important piece of advice I can give you, which is when you're doing mathematics, always ask why.